Good evening, sir. Today our topic is after completion of the safety in docks, handling of cargo, the container operations. Next we'll come to the lifting appliances and then responsibility of different agency for safety, health and environment involvement in involved in dock work. Now coming to the container operation, almost similar to the cargo, but the cargo is having the loaded in the ship itself, whereas the container is from the cargo, all the articles are taking into container and handing out to the organization. Before handing over, they are storing in the port dockyard also. One of the is these are the what is called some pictures where they are going to be unloaded from ships and they keeping in storage yard before sending to this destination of the organization. This is one of the step mooring where we called as one of the step. In coming slides it will coming. It is called mooring, where the ship is bringing to the manually with all tags and the ropes and all, which is very important. One of the step where the workers are attending while unloading or loading. They should the ship should not be floated and giving some vibrations and all to avoid such uh, working very stable. If the anchor is there, no doubt. Apart from the anchors, they are different. What is called a discussion about the mooring in coming slides also. Coming to this container operation, these are the some pictorial annotations where you can understand the things, what is the container operations and all. Coming to this 3.73 container operation. In docks, works involving the container operations, the ships are docked, that means anchored. Containers are lifted from or onto the ship using cranes and then moved to storage areas and onto trucks and trains and onward transported depending upon the organization requirements with specialized equipment and dock workers playing a crucial role. That's what I already told. One is cargo means it is having the ships. Once the cargo is unloaded into the yard, from the cargo, the materials is transferred to the containers where the industry sent by the container or the boat having the individual containers having the rented the containers also. As per the organized interest, they will send the containers through trains or trucks to the destination point. That's what here you want to tell. In dock works involving container operations, apart from the cargo operations, ships are docked, containers are lifted from or onto the ship using cranes and then moved to storage areas on to trucks or trains to onward transport with the specialized equipment and dock workers playing a crucial role. It's a very important point that we will discuss about in the coming slides also. Where the here say, the more detailed breakdown of container operations in dock works areas, very important. Docking and securing the vessel is one of the important area where in the container operations. Mooring is one step. Another is preparation, docking and securing and vessels. These are the three steps we can two steps in docking the ships. One is mooring. The ship is brought alongside of the dock and mooring lines are attached to bollards on shore to secure the vessel. Number two is the preparation. Once is secured, the ship is ready to cargo operation. That means here one of the coming slides I already told it will be explained in the mooring operations in the tag also. This is the way of tagging. It comes in the lifting appliances. This tagging like this. It will be one of the people are throwing also. Sometimes it is very dangerous. Anchor is throwing. This is very dangerous operation where all the small ships are trying to anchor the ship at the jetty. These are the will be discussed in the lifting appliances in dock works. These are the very strong ropes and all these things. These are called bollards. You can say that's we will discuss in the coming slides also in the part of lifting appliances brought to the jetty before that. These are the I want to explain. I want to show the pictorial diagram also so that you can know a better way to understand to explain your team or to implement at the your site. Coming to this mooring and preparation. Once the mooring and preparation is completed, what are the container operations procedures here is important. In general, container terminal operations consist of ship inbound or outbound Koei crane, discharging, loading systems, internal transportations, container movement, container yard discharging, loading system, stacking systems, gate systems, and inbound and outboard or process containers also. These are the one of the important areas in container operations involved. Various steps involved in this, coming to this. What's a dock container is? What is dock container means? A dock container image is lightweight, standalone, executable package of software that includes everything needed to run the application. For example, code or runtime, system tools, and the system leverage strength. Because these are the software system is there in the containers also. Whether the container is going to be completed or not, we will see that not only manual but also system is also it will help the people want to operate with this system. They can operate. Otherwise, manually they can record it. They can see the history of the dock labor board depending upon the management. Therefore, the what are the potential hazards in container operations? If you know the operations of the containers similar to the cargo operations in dock works, what are the potential hazards here is the in dock containers operations potential hazards include falls from heights, slips and trips, being hit by the moving or falling objects, and lifting equipment, failure, and exposure to the hazardous chemicals or confined spaces. All similar to the hazards almost to the cargo operations. One is falls from height, slips and trips. Number two. Number three is a tripping over the equipment hoses, lifting equipment and falling loads, and the other hazards also will be taken care of. That's why we will discuss one by one. The falls from height, work at heights. Definitely, the people are working at heights only, where the crane operator will be working at ground as well as the lifting techniques of driver also taking unloading from ships also is working at heights. While the tie up with the sea hook and all the people are working at ships on board. They also manually they have to anchor the sea hook, and they also means they are working at height. This include tasks like trimming, that means sheeting, container lashing, securing loads, accessing hold, and working on board on the ship. These are the work at sites to be taken care by the people of the workforce. The mounting and dismounting vehicles also very important. Once the what is called risk associated with the getting on board of off vehicles, working around the unpacked dock wedges, because the one of the what is called the things to be taken care of in the ground floor also will be communicated from the onboard people and the communicate also. This is one of the, it is getting blue color, but is not getting, I'm sorry, working around unfenced dock edges, the risk of falling into water and submerged drowning. Because in this you can see the people are working here and people are working at that level also. After the communication from the crane operations and this gentleman working on the platforms of the this thing after the docking, definitely the people working here is this also, this girl or woman is working at heights, it seems, where they communicated is a better way. Though they treated as a working at height, we have to see that they have to work at heights and see that lot of cares to be taken during the performing work. And here the mounting and dismounting, accessing the ship is very important, because at that time accessing the ship is very important, where the people are going to top of the ship, and depending upon their access, they have to go and see the crane hooks, sea hooks. It will be linked and then it will be shifted to the, like this. It will be like one step like this. All these containers, that means hooked by the people working at here only. That's why the manual works is also there, mechanical work is also there simultaneously. Slips and trips, definitely we cannot explain, but everybody knows the wet or icy surfaces, poor housekeeping, inadequate lifting, uneven flooring, and slipping on oily and greasy surfaces is very important under the slips and trips. But are high, because the where the leakage or anything is there in the from the containers, the floor becomes a very awkward and slippery also this place. That's why we have to see that slips and trips also, see that it will not be able. The poor housekeeping also, because organized the debris and clutter will be taken care of, and see that it should be very a tidy place, not like a simple uneven things and all. And badly stored ropes, cables, lashing gears, ropes, cables should be in good condition. Otherwise, while taking into this, it is having this slipping. Therefore, the lot of accidents will be occurring. That's why the equipments used or the appliances used is very carefully, and see that there should be very strength and adequate maintenance to be taken by the workforce or maintenance force, we can say. Coming to this, the uneven flooring, nose, the slipping on oily surfaces, these are the things are occurred. And second one is lifting equipments and falling loads is very important. Once the liquid equipment is not in a position to having the maintenance properly, therefore the lot of things to be taken care of while hanging the container with the hook and transferring from one place to another place. Here one place to another place means from year to year, year to year, and year to year, like this their story. When the equipment is not working properly, the crane or anything, lifting equipment, it's very difficult to explain the occurrences occurred in the workplaces, very damages. Not only property damage, but it should be a fatal content also. Thus, lifting equipment, that's why lifting equipments and falling loads is very, very important to be considered, because this much of load falling on this floor, at the time the people are uh, the walking on the floors is not supposed to be. That's why in the previous slides also, yesterday we are discussing about that also. While hanging any container or the cargo, they should not be under which the employees or pedestrians are not supposed to work. This is very important portions where the equipment is in good conditions, the drivers to be operated very nicely, and therefore the latching to be taken care of and fitting to be perfect for landing on the ground. Coming to this. And then the other hazards, apart from this, other hazards is there, being hit by moving or falling objects, because there are a number of cranes operated at once, because there are number of cranes are operating, lifting mechanism one by one. It is not possible. One ray attended by one crane, the second row attended by another crane. Like this, they have a different structures like this. I explained earlier in various things. Suppose, for example, I will tell that also. Of course, last time is there, where number of cranes are more in this. That means number of lifting techniques is very more, where the number of things will be at a glance, it will work. For example, if you take this, I want to show that figure, if you understand, in the dock safety we have discussed it. Because I want to show that figure also. Of course, time comes, I will show you that also. See how things are there. How many are there at a time? Not that much of easy. Simultaneously, all 11 or all 12 working together. One by one is not possible. That's why we have to be very careful taking the cargo or containers from the ships and going to the storage areas. It's very important. I want to show this also. That is why we have to be very careful by lifting equipments and this. I think lot of sound is there, sir. And disturbance is there from the participants. I don't know why. I don't know why this. Shivaji Garu, some disturbance is there from your side, sir. Because my anxiety is to explain the figure in such a way it is understand very easily by you people. That is my intention, sir. Yes. Other hazards. The confined space also, yesterday we discussed, once they enter into the cargo by empty out of cargo items and all, you are treated as the confined space in itself. Once the persons entered into the, I don't know something, who is what is, maybe one of the participants is in the car, it seems, maybe in the vehicle, is operating a vehicle and listening the class, it seems. That's a lot of this sound is there. I'm sorry, please cooperate, sir. Thank you. That's why the confined and enclosed spaces we treat as, because once the cargo is emptied out to ship the items into the container, or vice versa. Vice versa means container to cargo, both treated should be a confined spaces. Because if you want to load container to cargo, want to unload cargo to container to send to the organization. That's why treated as a confined space once the people are entered into the cargoes. That may fire hazards also is one of the other, it comes under other hazards, because there are involved in the combustible items are there, flammable materials are there. There is fires, especially in areas where the flammable materials are stored or used through the containers or through the cargoes and all. Drowning, because the person who is working in the cargo, he should know about this swimming also. Of course, lifeboats is there, life equipment is there to save the people who are working at heights. They are supposed to be any risk. He may fall in the sea. Definitely, it will be secured and saved also. That is called, we call as a drowning. The risk of drowning when working near water or falling into the water. life boats are there, life equipment is also there. That definitely while starting the work they can see. A commercial diving hazards is important. Commercial drivers also exposed to variety of occupational safety and health because we can keep the organization, that means dock labor board is entitled to engage the commercial diving people also at the time of the loading or unloading, loading and unloading. In safe side, they keep the commercial diving other because they are paid divers. They are keeping at workspace. Any urgency is there, they can use their services also. Commercial drivers are exposed to, they are also having the some exposure of occupational health and safety hazards also. Here we want to discuss here is commercial divers are exposed to a variety of occupational safety and health hazards such as respiratory and circulatory risk, hypothermia and low visibility, and physical injury from operations of heavy equipment underwater. Because we have to see that as per the dock labor board, or we can say the standards of DG policy, the occupational health of the safety of the employees who are worked in the dock uh, workplace. You have to see their occupational health also, along with the commercial driver. These also not the employees, but they are contract workmen only. But we have to see that as per the Factories Act, as per the DG policy, the part of practice also DG policy standard. The commercial divers also comes under the contract workers. The dock labor board has to see their health and safety environment also about these people. That's why these are the hazards, potential hazards while container operations. What are the safety prevention methods in container operations? If you see this, to avoid above hazards or to reduce the consequences of the hazards in the container operation. To ensure safety in container operations at dock works, implement robust safety procedures, including proper personal equipment, vehicle restraints, qualified forklift operators, of course, and clear communication while also conducting regular inspections and reporting accidents also. These are the at a glance before going to take about the safety prevention methods in container operation and dock works. These are the things to be taken care of at glance. For example, using of the robust safety procedures, what they documented by the dock labor board, including proper personal equipment and the vehicle restraints, because what a lot of vehicles will be used, lifting vehicles only, crane operators, as well as the cranes, as well as the forklift operators, all this forklift also, the cranes, qualified forklift operators should be engaged and the communication should be very clear because in this the communication is very neatly because the voice cannot be heard by the people while the symbol it should be very clear communication and they should be trained also both the ways here giving and taking the signals from the given people also. That's why one by one here's a more detailed breakdown safety prevention methods in container operations in dock works is personal equipment, personal protective equipment, vehicle restraints, qualified forklift operators, clear communications, and regular inspections, and the accident reporting system is. These are the some specific safety prevention methods to avoid or the reduce the consequences of the above hazards which we discussed today. These are the some of the safety preventions. Coming to the personal protective equipment, wear appropriate gear. That means the locking system should be very important. Ship locking system by mooring and the anchorings and all. Wear appropriate gear. That means the operator should wear high visibility vests, steel-toed boots, hard hats, and safety gloves to reduce the risk of injury from potential hazards. These are the apart from the normal PPE, they have a specialized PPE is there where they have to use while doing the work. Maintain PPE also one of the important. How good working conditions to maintain all usable equipment is also you. Then only that equipment will be used. That's why make sure that all PPE is in good condition, good working condition, and regularly inspected. Because here in some of the dock works which I have seen, especially some crew dedicated for the housekeeping, that cleaning and all, dedicated team is there. And to maintain the PPE overhauling along with the not only PPE but the appliances, lifting appliances, all the lifting appliances is separate dedicated crew are there. Three crews which I have seen in the dock operations in the Kakinada as well as Visakhapatnam. One is housekeeping. They are dedicated to housekeeping only, only cleaning. One team is there. All the operations they will taken care of in all the areas. They have to see every minute. They have to clean wherever the uneven things are there. Second crew is the maintaining the what we call this as PPE in good conditions. And third is the lifting appliances which are to be overhauled is dedicated workman is there. Dedicated. These three teams are dedicated ships, dedicated people. Their work is that only, the assignment. No other assignment for them. All the three ships or two ships, whatever may be things. That is why some of the dock labs that we have seen that captains will not live as such. They will be in a very strict movement, disciplinary, like a army disciplinary they have, our ship captains. They want, before awarding the contractor to the dock by the shipboard, they have to see all these things, whether they have equipped with the facilities or not. Then only they will give the or reach to the dock to the respective. They cannot award the order. The contractors also, where they have to see that contractors also, the dock labor board responsibility, not by the shipboards, because ship management is only seeing that they want facilities only. But here the dock labor board has to engage the contract workmen where they have a qualified works, qualified workmen, qualified drivers, and qualified what is called the people only. Otherwise, they cannot engage. The vehicle restraint, apart from the personal protective equipment, vehicle restraints is also important, where the vehicles are taken into the rent or the own vehicles. Normally, own vehicles will not be there, only rented vehicles only. That rented vehicles are taken care of to, with respect to the maintenance, with respect to the working condition also. Secure trucks is also very important, because the secure trucks means once the cargo is unloaded in the ships, from the ships to the ground floor, from the ground floor it will be transferred to the storage place. From the storage place cargo, it is the items are shifted to the container. Again the container will go to the destination of the organization through train or through rails or through road. Until then, they secure the trucks by the clock labor board is responsible. Use vehicle restraint system such as wheel shocks or automated restraints to secure the truck dock, preventing premature departing or shifting during the loading and unloading. Every responsibility by the dock labor board only during the loading and unloading before it reaches to the destination also. The proper use ensure that all personnel are trained on the proper usage of vehicle restraints. Very important. Those who are operating the vehicles, those who are operating the either drivers, all the cleaners or the conductors, we can say, or we can say the helpers. They are should be very well trained in communication and giving signals. Otherwise, it's a lot of uneven things will be happen during loading and unloading. Loading means ship loading, cargo loading, container loading. Unloading means unloading from the ships, unloading from the container, unloading from the cargo. Various operations are there. That's why the proper usage of the all personnel should be trained on proper use of the vehicle. Like organization, they will get the contract workers on road.
Sir,
Uh,
excuse me, sir.
yes, please, Rajesh Garu, tell me.
Sir, in cargo handling, what you are saying in both exporting and importing, they will take place in these ports, sir.
Normally,
Sir.
normally, sir, see, exporting business is importing business is not there means how the ships are survival.
Okay, okay.
Ships should be survived by the taking care of the exports and the imports also.
Okay,
Once
sir.
the all the once the cargoes with the ship is reached to the destination, that means docks, they will be unloaded and reach to the after the unloaded again the cargoes will be loaded. Otherwise, the business of the ships will not be
Okay, okay,
proper,
sir.
sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
It takes months and 2 months to 3 months also. The ship is lying in the docks also.
Okay, sir.
In the port, that's why they are having 2 to 3 port docks also there. There at a time, the 2 to 3 ships will be placed at docks. And they are loading, unloading simultaneously. They are taken care of. They are not related any employees and all. But the drag labor board is same. But labors are different. Equipments are different. Okay, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Thank you. The qualified forklift operations is very important. Like a welder qualification, how the organization needs a certified electrician, how it needs by organization. Like that, here the qualified forklift operators also will be entitled to engaged by the dock labor board. Otherwise, you should not be eligible to even enter into the docks also. Because in such a way, the captains of the ships or captains of the dock workplace, they have a charged by the dock when we are discussing about the responsibility and the various agencies, we will discuss about that what are the responsibilities, whom to have what is called duties and all. It's very not like organization. It's very lot of things to be taken care of during the dock operations. Ensure training coming into the qualified liquor operations. Regular inspections also is comes under the qualified forklift operation because ensure all forklift operators, crane operators are qualified and trained on this safe operation of the. That's why in some of the docks, the captains, management, the dock labor board management or port management has taken their originals of the driver, forklift driver. They can keep the records. If any behavior is not good, it's very unfortunate to what is called having punished by that driver. That's why they are also simultaneously having discipline to perform the work also, not like just like in industries where we have seen a lot of forklift drivers as well as the forklift operators, how their behavior in the organizations, along with the cleaners and all. It's not like this. A different area because they attended by the defense people, attended by the army people, attended by the ships of various countries where they need very disciplined and systematic approach. Otherwise, next time they will not come to this dock and they will see the other what is called dock operations also. They will not give the business to this port, Visakhapatnam port or Kakinada port, whatever maybe. They'll go to Chennai and then they can engage, because Chennai is the number of the docks are more, and as compared to the Visakhapatnam, they can go that also. That's why they are not in a position to lose their business also, dock labor board. That's why both the ways are very important, either in the employees ways as well as the dock labor board management is very keen observations while performing the work by the ship management and all. Ship management is also taken care, regular inspections will be taken care of. Not only our dock labor management, dock labor board, but the simultaneously the ship management captains also, they have a conduct regular inspections of forklifts, ensure that they are in good conditions or not. Otherwise, they are not engaged to continue the operation. They will request the safety, not request, they are enforce the safety supervisor to stop this forklift and engage a new one. They will note the number also. That number could not be used again tomorrow or day after tomorrow or during the that ship stays. That they are clearly uh, uh, taking the regular inspection by the both the parties also. That's why very important is equipment maintenance also is important. Clear communication is there. Dock communication to the top management. Top management means ship management, and the agile communication is also very clear, and the history to be given to the ship management before awarding the contractor by the dock. Clear communication is dock communication. Implement a clear and effective communication system for dock operations such as visual signals and hand signals and radios. And the agile communication, agile ensure that all workers are aware of potential hazards on the dock, how to avoid them, because they know the what are the hazards before working in the dock. They know the what are the potential hazards in this area. Then only they will taken care of the while performing the work. That's why training is very important and communication is important with respect to the uh, 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 dock operations as well as signals and radios and signals, visual signals, as well as is also regarding the potential hazards also. Regular inspections already here we told the regular inspections is there. It comes under the depending upon the equipment on both the parties. A regular inspection means dock inspections, equipment inspections taken by the dock labor management, not by the ship management. Here the ship management is also involved. Regular inspection, dock inspection, conduct regular inspections of the dock area to identify the address potential hazards. Equipment inspections, conduct regular inspection of all equipment used in dock operation to ensure it is in good working condition. Because in the dock inspection, they can see, they can give the first list also. Today from Monday to Saturday, these are the trucks are, these are the having numbers, these are the driver names, these are the cleaner list. The list will be given to the ship management also by the dock labor board. That's why they will check even that document also is verifying or not, is tallying or not also. They will verify both the teams also. That's why regular inspection is going on with respect to the not only with respect to the identify the potential hazards, but also the equipment healthy and equipment what is called safety equipment will be used with respect to the environment, safety and health also. Accident reporting is also one of the important system. Before the ship management awarding the award by the taking award of the contractor, they can know the what is the statistics of the dock, that particular dock which we are going to landed. That means they will see that number of reportable accident is less,